Want to hear a little summary about Jesus' crucifixion and how gruesome it actually was? Stay here, it's going to be less than a minute. At the age of 33, Jesus was sentenced to crucifixion. At the time in Rome, this was the worst possible way to die. Jesus was so nervous, he went prayed in the Garden of Gethsemane. At that time, he was arrested. The physical torture started with beatings and whippings that were done in front of a laughing crowd. The whips were so severe that they tore his flesh straight off his body, along with his beard on his face. Jesus was then, while being whipped and beaten and mocked and laughed at, he had another Roman guard place a crown of thorns on his head, where the thorns were so big that they pierced into his scalp. After the body, you can see that the body would be in such shock, delusion, and dizziness, and a mixture of things. He then had to carry his own cross that was bigger than him, 66 pounds, uphill for 1.5 miles while being spit on and stoned. Jesus was then nailed to this cross by his wrists and his feet. His wrists were nailed in a certain spot that the Roman guards did purposefully so it would break the tendon connected to the shoulder, allowing him to not be able to breathe. And then Jesus' feet were nailed together, one on top of the other. This implied that all of his weight was on that one nail in between his feet. Jesus endured this such pain that he lost all of his blood, almost 3.5 liters of blood, that he started to pour out water. Jesus on the cross said these couple words that are probably very important because of how hard it was to say. He said, "Father, forgive them, for they not know what they do." And then he said, "It is finished." After, a guard pierced his side through his lungs and water poured out. Jesus then died and his body was placed in a tomb, and he rose from the dead 3 days later, all because he loves you.